Hello, I think I'm live. Just take my camera off. I'm hoping that everybody can see me. I have had the fun time of some technical glitches, which is why I am late. I apologize. and so let me just start by saying welcome to my webinar. It is all about creating stylish social media posts to really stand out on your on all your social platforms. So what I'm going to do is start to share my screen, and I'm hoping that everybody can hear me because I have got my microphone in my ear. Well, not my microphone in my ear, but you know what I mean. So what I'd like to do is just do some screen sharing. Oops. Okay, where's my screen gone? I'm going to screen share. I'm going to just do one little thing here for you guys. Okay, so this is how to create stylish social media posts with zero design skills. And as you can see, I'm a fan of color, and what you'll learn through this is that I really love to use my own images, and that's what I want to really encourage everybody to do today. So my story, well, who is Ilke? I'm a working mum who grew a passion for social media whilst on maternity leave. Through this, just bear with me one sec. Something interrupted my screen. Through this, I've gone on to discover the world of online marketing and finding ways to express who I am and what I do, what I can do to help others. It was a slow start, and I found myself caught up spending too much time on trying to fit in with what everyone else was doing and what I'm being told to do, and not being my authentic self. So I finally decided to step into my power and just be me. And with the backing of incredible mentors, I learned to believe in myself, which has enabled me to tap into my creative side, which I love, and help others do the same. So I love helping people find what works for them, and then they can go on and show their authenticity through that. Why I love images so much? Well, I love taking photos, always have. My camera roll is huge. Over my years of building my presence online, I've had to learn a lot of new ways to create content, and images is something I really just easily fell into. What I have really loved is to use my own images to share across social media. I was tired of spending money for graphics and stock images. Who here has bought stock photography, stock images? Put it in the comments, type yes if you have bought and spent money on buying images. So, you know, I spent my fair share on that, and especially, you know, I was tired of seeing it on those images replicated across other people's social platforms. So that's when I started to explore design apps to use with my own camera roll. And currently my camera roll is well over 10,000 pictures. So I have a huge catalogue to utilize, and there's just a couple of examples. So what we learned today, we will cover how to take advantage of your images and stop buying stock photos, use your own branding and logo, and I'll show you how you can do that. Make your message really stand out and resemble you so that you have the attractor factor in your niche. Attracting your niche is really important, of course. When you're looking to attract your audience, they are looking to connect with real people, their lifestyles and stories. This is what inspires people to make changes in their life. And what you share on social media needs to be an authentic reflection of you. People follow people they get to know, and most of this happens with the images and stories we share. So there's just a few examples of one of my business Instagram accounts where I'm using design apps to make my own pictures from my own camera roll really stand out and pop. This is an image I took one afternoon on the beach, just one of our local beaches, and you are not allowed to have fires on the beach here, so it was kind of cool to see this, and it was an awesome photo opportunity, as you can see. And I've gone on to use that image on many things, actually, as a background for several things, and here in my presentation. And getting comments like these are what sort of inspires me to continue to do the images that I share. You know, people saying that you're living my dream life, that what a view, this, you know, you're so lucky and amazing. So it's really nice to get that feedback. Social media is all about being yourself. There's no rules on how you market yourself other than to just be epic and authentically you. So people connect to what you do through your pictures. That is my son eating a croissant. So 100% share your life. Share as much of your life as you like. It's totally up to you. Your images will attract like-minded people. And this image, again, is something, just a photo I took in, my girlfriend took of me when we were in Bali, trying on sunglasses. I loved the fact that these sunnies said, look me in the eye, tell me that you love me. So I used that recently and put some words on that. And it was, you know, if you hang out with me too long, I'll brainwash you into believing in yourself and knowing you can achieve anything. So I had some pretty good response just from putting that photo together. So your business is you. Your audience wants to know what you are up to. They want to know what you are eating, drinking, and thinking. They want to know what you're spending your time doing. They want inspiration to get out of their comfort zone. And some will be living their life through you and you won't even know it. So many people will actually take action on whatever is holding them back because you have inspired and motivated them through what you are sharing. Here's some just more photos out of my camera roll. Healthy drinks that I love, beautiful raw foods that I eat, hanging out on the beach, my kids jumping in the off rocks into water, and roller skating with my son. So remember always that your camera roll is there for you to use. It's free for you to use. And I just want to reiterate that just take photos whenever you can. You may not use them that day, you may not use them that week, but there will be an opportunity where they'll pop up where you feel that you could really use that image to benefit your social platforms in some way. So where do you start? You start with your images. Collect moments. I can't say that enough. Create a catalogue of images on your camera roll and just don't fake it. Be you. Like I said before, people are attracted to you through what you are sharing. So what I was going to share with you today, or I am going to share with you today, is the app that I absolutely love. It's called Typorama. It's a great place to start, and it's one of my favorite design apps. It's simple to use and loaded with features to make your message stand out. You can use the free version or pay for extra features. Free version will have the app branding on your images, and the paid version allows you to use your own branding on your images, like a watermark or something. So, you know, you can take your image to a whole different meaning when you are adding words to it. And that's just a photo, recent photo where we were on holiday and we went to recent school holidays, and I took advantage of that moment knowing that that is an awesome lifestyle photo. The sunset is something I love to watch, and I thought I could use that later on many occasions. So yeah, so I took that and I put some words on it to make it stand out and create a feeling. So you know, it was something that I went on to use on a social platform that I'm on, and it was kind of marketing towards helping other people on their with Facebook and Facebook marketing. So it was sort of creates a feeling of, you know, people that are kind of want to change from maybe a job and be out more traveling and that sort of thing. So yeah, it creates a feeling. As I said, you need zero design skills, and these are just a collection of images that I've used out of my own camera roll, and come up with some words to put on those to make them stand out, and again create a feeling with the viewer, with your audience. So, you know, there's one there with my son holding a spinning light, and just thinking that day about the power in you, and everyone has power within them. So I found those words worked really well with that image, and so on. So you can see that you can get pretty creative with using the words on your image and also branding it to yourself. So I thought I would show you how to create images that pop and create a feeling with your audience. So what I'm going to do is going to take you over to my phone to show you through the app and give you an example of how I go about this so that it will help you. So if you're getting value from this so far, please type yes in the comments, and I love to get some feedback. This is my very first webinar, sharing my screen. So I'm hoping that it's all working really well. I'm sure that it is. Let me know in the comments if you are not seeing anything, because that would be a real bummer and I'll have to redo this. So, you know, let me know if you're getting value for this. And what I'll have to do is I'm going to switch over the screens. If you can just bear with me. Just going to now share my phone. If you just bear with me. Okay. I've had to hotspot off my phone because my home internet went down. My home internet went down like 15 minutes before I decided to go live here with you guys. So it's pretty strange how that happened. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is take you into this app. This is the icon, the T on the red. Tap into that, Typorama. And what I'm going to run through with you is basically how to do your image, add the words, add your watermark, and that sort of thing. Now, below my webinar page, there is a link to a tutorial I did some time ago on how to create a signature logo. So you can click that and it'll take you over to my YouTube video tutorial about that. Super simple, very low cost. I think it cost me about $10 to do it. So go and check that out, but I'll be using that in my demo here today. So as I said, the full version allows you to take advantage of all the presets and features, including adding watermarks and logo, which I've talked about. I've got the full version. I think it's about $10. You can use the free version, but you'll just have the Typorama branding on the images that you create, if you know what I mean. So what I'm going to do here is once you're inside, you see the free background, so you can scroll down. There's lots of free backgrounds, and then there's a button up here to take you to the camera roll. So we're going to select the camera roll. It's going to take into albums, and then it's going to prompt you to select an image. So let's just take this one, for example. And then down the bottom here, it will show you all the different sizing that you can use over here. And that's for all the different platforms like Facebook, Twitter. You can make YouTube thumbnails, which I did for my my YouTube video about this webinar. So you can, you know, if you choose Instagram, it's going to give you a square version. You can resize it with your fingers. There's Instagram story size now. There's Facebook post size. You can just play around with them. I'm just going to leave it in the original size. So I don't need to crop it. And then I'm just going to hit done. And it's going to take me into that image so that I can start editing. So here is where, now if you just put your finger on that, and you can move it around. So to double tap on that, and you can edit the text. You can add what you like just by typing. Or if you are, if you're kind of pushed for time and you just want to do a nice picture quote or something, there's next to this dice here, you'll see it says get a random quote. And you can tap on that and it'll bring up random quotes, and you can just keep tapping until you find something that you like. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. I tend to make sure that the words that I'm putting on the words that I'm putting on the image actually go with the image. So hard work pays off. I think that actually goes with this image in a way. So then I'm just going to hit done, and it brings it up on the image. So once you've done that, you can then choose your text styles. Now, where it says down this area here, you can scroll with your finger. You just slide your finger, and as you can see, there's loads of options of different types of fonts. Loads and loads and loads and loads. And one of the ones I like to use sometimes is this. And you just need to tap on it. And the more you tap on it, it'll give you different options. So if I can keep tapping on that, it just gives you variations of how you might have it looking. Just to give you another example, you can tap maybe on this one, and it just gives you, again, some more examples of how you might want it to look. There's a new one that's just come out. And again, once you're happy with your font, you can just slide it about. You can slide it around and place it where you want to place it. Maybe I'm just going to, and you can actually resize it too, so, and twist it and whatnot. So I'm just going to pop that over there. And then all these, where it says text styles, just above the font selections, this bit, you've got text styles, text tools. So in there you can play around with the gradient. You can add colors of the, you know, grade the color, you see that, or shadow it, or rotate it. So you can do some wacky stuff like that, make it, yeah, it's really cool. So then we're going to maybe just, you know, you can swirl the gradient of it around. And yeah, so play around with that. There's filters. You can change the look of your photo if you need to. Overlays are things that are going to make it sparkle. You can add hearts. You can add glitter, you know, reflections. And then, you know, you'll just have to play around. The adjustments are going to help you edit the actual look of the image. And then lastly, the watermark. Now, as I mentioned before, the watermark is where you can add your own logo or branding like I have here. And again, in my tutorial on how to create a watermark or signature logo is linked on this page, and you'll be able to click on that and go over to that tutorial. So have a look at that. So I've got my watermark in here, and you can basically have it on or not. You can remove it if you wish. So for the purpose of this session, I'm just going to put it up here, And then I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to finish it off and just go, okay, share. And it's going to take me into this window here. And it'll give you the option to share it out to your other social platforms. You can save it to your gallery. You can even click on other here and you can save it in different ways. You can email it out. You can send it in a text message. You can airdrop it, whatever you wish to do with it. And so if I'm going to share this on Facebook, I'm going to go tap on Facebook. And it brings up my timeline where I can actually share that. So if you wanted to change that to your group, you just have to tap down to groups and that sort of thing. So I won't be sharing this just now. That's as simple as it is, and you can see how easy it is to do that and how effective it can be. So I'm just going to cancel out of that, discard. It's going to take me back there. So that's it, really. I just want to tell you how easy it is to use a design app like Typorama. I'll just get out of my screen share here, sorry. You got me back. Super easy to use. Really fun. I recommend getting the full version if you really want to get into some branding of your own. And it's just a nice way to start making your social platform feeds look really colourful and pop. And if you're keeping that consistent and you are adding beautiful typographic designs to your social media, they become very eye-catching and people look out for them and people are inspired by them. So just remember that your social media is storytelling to connect with your audience at the end of the day, and you're guiding them on a journey with you over time, so you can help them as much as you can with products or services that you're offering, which in turn can grow any business. So I post all of these types of images across my personal and my business pages, and people always come back with really nice feedback and they want to know how I'm doing it, which is why I decided to do this live session today and show you exactly how to go through that app. Super simple, and like it, even if if you're ever feeling discouraged and feel like you're not doing well, is it really worth it putting in all this effort, and my following isn't really even growing on this whatever platform you're sharing this stuff on. Maybe in a year this app won't even be relevant. There'll be something even better. I'm just sharing one with you that I think is great, and it's super easy to use, and it's available now. So I say use what's available to you now, milk it for what it's worth, and just learn it, because it's going to take you to where you need to go next. If your business is here to stay, you're basically laying foundations when you're learning these things, and not just with the app but with the skill set. So it's not like with a following in one place, you're not just having that following in one place, you're growing a tribe that grows and evolves with you. So keep consistent, keep going with it. I really encourage you to start recognizing moments where you could capture images and just keep taking photos and build up your catalog of photos. It's going to be something that you can really take advantage of, and it costs you nothing. And like I said, using Typorama, you need zero design skills with that. So play around with it. It's heaps of fun. You'll get to know the fonts that you like. You'll get to know the layouts that you like. I encourage you to do a logo that you can use as a watermark on these images, because then if people are sharing your stuff across social media, as people do, they're going to see your logo on that and your branding. And I think that's really important. So, remember to mix it up with your shares. So, it's binding you in the whole know, like, and trust to your audience. And, it doesn't matter what niche you're in. You could be a blogger, you could be an online marketer, you could be a travel guru, you could be in health and wellness, you could be an entrepreneur in all sorts of different niches. But just remember that everything, your shares and your stories are what is inspiring other people in your niche. So that's what I'm sharing today with you. I hope you got value from this. Just type yes in the comments if you got value. You can feel free to share out this video. It will be recorded, obviously. And don't forget to refer to the links on the page. There is a link to my how to create a signature logo tutorial. Go and check that out. Super simple and effective. And also, you're so welcome to join my Facebook group, Be Epic and Authentically You. I would love to see you in there. It's just full of some tips and tricks and training that I provide there, and plus, lots of personal development and personal growth pieces as well that I'm putting in there. And like I said, there'll be a replay of this available to you guys soon, so keep an eye out for that. And if anyone has any questions or needs any help on this particular topic that I covered off today, please feel free to reach out to me. And I just want to thank everyone for attending, and I wish you all the very best as you get creative with your social media posting. And I will see you in my next webinar, which will be coming up hopefully next week. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in the Facebook group. And don't forget to go and check out how to make a signature logo. There should be a button down here somewhere. So this is Ilke. I'm signing out. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'll check in with you guys again soon.